Hallelujah, how's it going? My name is Blessious, and I just got home from PlayStation Experience, and Activision was so kind to fly me out there. I had a blast, and I got to play the upcoming Dawning update and get some footage for you guys. And get this.
If Omnigul can come back to life, how do we make sure she stays dead? I wonder if the Hive think that about us.
To the Hive, death is relative. We'll face Omnigul as many times as it takes.
So yeah, you heard that correctly. Omnigul is back in zombotic form. Is that a word? Zombie form? Omnigul, zombie. I don't know why they didn't call the strike Zombigul, because that would be clever. Anyway, so this was me playing with Holtzman and also someone from the UK. He didn't speak English, so I didn't get a proper introduction to him. But we ran 3 strikes together, and we ran this strike, the Zombigul strike.
The Hive and Fallen here are more desperate than they've ever been.
And then the revamped Tanix strike, where like Tanix has been infected by Siva, which I thought was really cool. And then the other one was my favorite strike ever from year 1, which was the Nexus strike. And there's 2 different forms for that strike, but we'll get to that one later. This strike was actually a bit fun because all our gear was at 360, and it was challenging because the only thing that was upgraded for me was Icebreaker. It was the only weapon that I had upgraded, so here I am using the Distant Star, and like they didn't have motes of light or anything on them. I think we were using the same things where people playing SRL all day, so I think maybe people like just would use motes of light, or just motes of light weren't equipped to these characters. But when we played SRL first, at this moment I was like, guys, I would sacrifice myself, and then Holtzman was like, don't do that, I'm dead, bro. He's like, he's the only one alive. Oh man, that was awesome. But we played a little SRL, and there's a little quest thing up there. Talk to Speaker and Towers Observatory. So obviously that's a little quest that we don't know what's going on. But we do know that Zavala will be giving us weekly Nightfall quests, and that could trigger us getting eventually freaking Icebreaker, which I'm super excited about. And the one thing that I was super excited about was to get my hands on a Distant Star, because I never got a Distant Star yet. I'm super excited about Iron Banner this week, so I can get that good old Distant Star. But here I am using a pretty decent roll. Oh, rocket waste. I come over there. Anytime you see me just doing that, that was just me trying to do a throwing knife and just failing at the same time. So it's cool that you see, you know, Siva coming out of the woodworks too against these Hive, and they kind of explain why, just because, like,
Guardian, you remind me of, well, Ikora in the Crucible days.
That was a lifetime ago.
I'm sure Shax hasn't forgotten. He still has trouble sitting.
I'm sure Sax hasn't forgotten he still has trouble sitting. That's awesome.
The Cosmodrome is turning into a breeding ground for Hive and Siva. It's like one big, disgusting petri dish.
And that's the other cool thing, is there's brand new Cade, Ikora, and Zavala lingo. And I really dig that, because it's something that I wasn't expecting. And like I said, it was like Holtzman to my right, the guy that's playing Charlie C down there, he was to my right, and the whole time I was just like, is that new Nathan Fillion? And I was just really excited about that. So the whole time I had this problem where, like, you know, I'm used to like my almost 400 character at home, and I'm just like, man, I can do anything, man. I'm just like, go, and I kind of forget that we're using like super low light level characters, and we die very easily. And there's something that we don't expect coming up, because every now and then you'll see these green patches of like, it has like Hive like jargon popping up, and what that happens is you run slower, and like I just got infected right now. You run slower and you can't jump. Also, I'm using the Icebreaker with what I thought was the coolest skin on it. It was either this skin or like this camo kind of skin, and I prefer the Reading Rainbow variant of it. And when I played this, I know that we're used to the Omnigul strike, and I'm sure it's a strike we all played a lot of. If you tried to look at that, I threw a scatter grenade. It did nothing. It just exploded in air. But so I'm reviving Holtzman over there. But it's cool to have Hive spawn down there instead of just like instead of the skiffs that can one-shot you, especially if it's arc burn. And the other cool thing is you're seeing these streaks because we're actually getting scored right now. And that was one thing I just totally forgot to mention was like we have strike scoring, and you'll see that we'll have like silver tier, bronze tier, or gold tier. I thought that was so that just let us know that we just finished everything. And at first I thought it was like, oh, you're ranked competitively, but when you see those, you are actually doing it as a team. So right now we have 38,500, and we're just running through. And so this is something like we're not expecting anything. We're going on through. You come out here, everything looks a little normal, but those guys actually, I believe these guys are like level 338, like they say 38, and there's Siva dudes out there, which is like I didn't notice that at first, but rewatching all this stuff, I'm noticing it. I'm like, whoa, level 42 freaking Hive. I was like, I'm not used to this. And then you turn this corner, and what do you have waiting for you? Nothing. You don't have anything. I hyped that up. I hyped that up. And over there, Holtzman's dancing. I'm doing the teabag dance.
Finish her before it's too late.
You get Cade 6 telling us to finish it up. We got Nolan Bot opening the door. And then you have those little Hive runes that just make it hard to jump, and I'm trying to jump over it because I don't like those things. And then over there, Zombie Ghoul in action. And there is one thing that there's one audio file that Cade said that I thought was hilarious. It was like, I'm the ghoul's ready to scream, and we all know she loves to scream. So I'm over here reviving Holtzman, and at first this is pretty normal, and then we see primary streaks, which everyone said if that went to PvP, it'd be like the first most rare medal that you can get. But the one thing that I was really excited about is it's like brand new artwork for that we never seen before for like these PvE like medallions, and I think it's awesome. I think it's so cool. So up here, I'm pushing up. I'm thinking, okay, this isn't too bad, and I realize, oh crap, I kind of wasted that golden gun. Oh, look at that throwing knife. It was beautiful. I wasted that golden gun. I'm like, crap, I should have used the golden gun on the ogre. Coming out here, using the icebreaker, and using the icebreaker. It was something that I never realized how much I missed. Because, like, that sound, it just reminds you of that nostalgia from year one. Whether it was using it in the Vault of Glass, using it on, the Devil Walker in the first strike. What is it called? I forget the name of the first strike ever, but it had the devil House of Devil strike. There you go. So over here, this is the coolest thing. So we see Omnigul. I'm over here like, golden gun, you're gonna die, right? And then I die. Wait for it. The doors close, and like even the guy that didn't speak English was like, what? And like it was like a huge moment because we're like, what? What is this? We're locked in the room with Omnigul? Oh my gosh, like it was a little crazy, but it was very, very, very like neat to see something so drastic. And this boss fight got changed a lot. Like I know like remastered strikes, like they try to like make it so it's just not like a the boss just takes damage and that's it. Omnigul just waffles back and forth, wafers back and forth, and so we're like, okay, let's do damage, and we're like, where did she go? And like she despawns, enemies appear, and we're like, okay, this is interesting. And it turns out Omnigul has 3 phases. And again, I'm in the slow poison. And the other thing I find interesting is the door's closed, but the cheese spot where Holtzman's at, right in there, it's still there. I don't know. I was like, what is this? What is this? And the whole time, we kind of started late because one of the like power strips just like broke, and so we were behind other teams that were playing. Like on our panel, I believe it was Nkooch, Mesa Sean, and MTash were playing strikes together, and we were like the absolute last. So we had people coming over and be like, "Hey guys, we gotta wrap this up." So like we're rushing, and I missed that rock, and I'm like smart on that rock. I'm like, "I got you." And I'm like, "Oh my god, explodey thrall, no!" And I hop in the zone, and I'm just like, "Whew, thank gosh for the cheese." So over here, I'm just trying to get these headshots. I miss a lot of headshots with this because, you know, best sniper in the world, MLG over here. Look at me hit that wall. Look at me hit that wall. No. And then we're trying to do the damage, break her down, and I believe she's about to disappear any second now. Yeah, she goes immune right there. And then all of a sudden you're like, you see that damage over there, all those like green lasers almost. And there is a freaking ogre in there, and like, you're locked in this room, man. And then another ogre comes, and another ogre comes in behind you. It was overwhelming at first. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then, you know, I shoot the Titan in the butt from over there. And the funny fact is, I'm Golden Gun. Holtzman is Striker Titan, which I thought was funny, which does come in handy for like big groups of enemies. And then I believe we have a Storm Trancer with Charlie. So Charlie just died. I go for the revive. Holtzman goes for the punch kill with the ogre. And then Omnigul is back in action. Or like, so I'm like, where is she? And then she like spawns in like that. Holtzman dies because he fist panics. And I'm just over there like, okay, you're not going to do anything to me. You know, I'm not focused. Explodey Thrall like appears and explodes on me. I go in this room, and the poison, not the poison, but the slow effects in here. I'm just like, the slow effects in here, man. The slow effects. And like, no way, man. And then you're about to see the fall of the fire team, man. So I'm over here, I'm thinking, I can get this. No worries. If I get this Explodey Thrall, I might be able to do damage. I'm like, crap, I can't do damage. And I'm trying to get out, and like, you can't jump in this poison at all. So I'm like, okay, I need to kill these guys before they kill me. And 14 shots with this pulse, or that scout rifle. It's not too much for when you're trying to take out ads. So over here, Omnigul is about just to do like the focus thing. And again, you can't jump. I'm just like, I must take you down. So Holtzman just died. I'm just like, come on, come on. And there comes the barrage, and I'm dead. And then so like, we're told like, hey, you guys got to wrap up soon. And then Charlie, he doesn't speak English, and we're like, no, go for the revive. Go for me in the cheese room. In the cheese room. And then so like, we're like, no. And like, Deej is behind us, and he's like, come on, go. And he does that, and we're like, just like, the amount of like, like, damn, we got her so close. But we respond, we did everything. And that's why I was like, everyone, equip your icebreakers. Equip them. We need them. Then Holtz and I are just like, oh, look at the icebreakers. They're sexy icebreakers over here. So we have her sort of where we had her last time. Holtzman's using stun grenades, which are super effective. Look, it's like Pokemon. Super effective over here. And I'm trying to get her down with the golden guns. I go for the kill, and we got it, baby. We got him. And then we don't know if there's anything new in this box. I can tell you, we did the Nexus strike, and I did get a brand new Titan mark.
She comes back, so will we. Look at us. Omnigul's neutralized, and Eris didn't have to lift a finger.
Guardian down.
You should tell her.
Trust me, she'd prefer to hear it from you. Come on back, Guardian. Good work.
So that's pretty cool that, you know, you get all that new Cade and Ikora language. Holtzman killed himself with a rocket launcher. That guy's game just died again, and we're like, no, we're running out of time to get footage. But honestly, I really enjoyed it, everyone, you know, did good. Holtzman with more kills than me, but I got the strange coins, and that's what matters. Anyway, guys, I hope you like the new Omnigul or Zombie Ghoul. Until next time, guys, Cowabunga.